Hello everyone, welcome to our second 9 weeks of our fall semester. In this semester we will be working with Unit 2 with IPC. You'll focus on solutions and chemical equations. You'll cover Chapter 18, Chapter 20, 21, and 22. In this next unit, you're going to focus again on chemical reactions and solutions. Notice that 5D, Teague, had been added to this section as well, so you will need to cover nuclear fission. You will have 39 days to complete this unit. Also be aware that you can find all of these resources in Schoology underneath the high school curriculum and click on IPC and it should have everything for you. You can also find extra resources as it's embedded into your unit guides in the McGraw-Hill section. Here you'll see that we have our blueprint for the Teagues that are going to be covered for this next exam or this next assessment. On the right hand side you can see the Teague and how many times it's going to appear. Then in the middle you can see how many questions per that Teague. Also the total for this exam will be 12. You'll be able to find this exam in Eduphoria for the second 9 weeks, Unit 2, underneath the IPC section. Here again, you can see the breakdown of each Teague that does need to be covered over the duration of this Unit 2. You will have to make sure you conduct certain investigations. You make sure that the students are being able to describe and demonstrate all the changes and properties of chemical reactions, and you want to make sure that they can communicate and give you evidence-based explanations to their understanding. As you move through this unit, you can see the chapters that will be covered, 18, 20, 21, and 22. You can find all of the extra guided assessments and labs and assistance and suggested materials to cover each Teague. You can find this in your unit guide. The unit guide will explain your big ideas, essential questions. It will give you all your lessons, your breakdown, when to use your CERs, when the lab would be best, when to do some vocabulary reinforcement. So again, these will be found in Schoology, as well as your McGraw-Hill will also have suggested embedded materials that you could use as reinforcers. As we incorporate that 40% of lab activities in IPC, please keep in mind that you want to use the general rubric that we have. Here's an example. Again, you can find this rubric in Schoology. On the left, you can see the suggested activities that the students could do. Again, this will also be found in your unit guide. And finally, we have different tools for teaching. In McGraw-Hill, you can find that there'll be lab libraries, there'll be a Learn Smart, there'll be different ways to refresh them on their Teagues for their prior knowledge. There are some links that are embedded in your unit guides for Kahoots and suggested in your Schoology. The PhET labs are also found in McGraw-Hill, which are strongly suggested that you use throughout these lessons. And we want to reinforce CERs this year, so in accompanying with your 40% labs, we want to keep pushing our claim, evidence, and reasoning, and you can find really good, strong suggestions in McGraw-Hill in your textbook, and then reinforcing that visual literacy for better understanding. I hope this helps you for your next Unit 2 and ends your semester on a good note. Thank you.